Madam, the entire matter is was in the Supreme Court today, has gone back to Guwahati. Is this politics right? The Miya politics, quote unquote.
Good evening, Kartikeya. We have to understand what the Supreme Court has said. Supreme Court has clearly said two very important things. First of all, there is no good reason of the petition. And secondly, Supreme Court is not a playground for politics. Now, we have to understand the very context of the word Miya. The word Miya is not something new. This is not something that BJP has generated. Since we are born in Assam, we know that anyone who comes from Bangladesh, the Bangladeshi Muslims are basically illegal migrants, are called Miyas. Even the indigenous Assamese Muslims here also call the Bangladeshi migrant Muslims who has come, who even during the Congress time, former Congress Chief Minister Hiteswar Sekar has also said that we have more than 5 lakh illegal Bangladeshi Miyas. So the term Miya is not a newly generated one. Let's understand one thing, firstly. Secondly, since 2025 June, July, we know that an eviction has been going on, and the eviction of those Bangladeshis, most of them who are Miyas, who has come across the border and has encroached upon our religious, spiritual, Shatro land, government land, VGR, PGR, forest land. So the eviction has been going on. Now, in context to the video, this is a AI generated video. If you see it very well, this was a long old post of a CM where he has gone to a shooting academy and he has, as usual, as we all go, we try out on the gun. Now, someone has created this video and it's an AI generated and has posted it. It is definitely not in good taste. There's definitely not something that we acknowledge. And as such, action has been taken, as we have earlier said, that whoever generated the video and has posted, that our CM has himself said that he was unaware of this and this is not in good taste. It has been taken down, it has deleted. So after that, the reason as to take this news further we don't see any merit in it. And this is definitely not an election-oriented thing because eviction of Miyas has been going on, eviction of illegal migrants has been going on since over the last 7-8 months and is still continuing.
Okay. Nikhil, your opening comments, let me take this to the larger rubric. One, I'm not going to focus on one tweet. I'm going to focus on the larger politics. The larger politics has been that there is a political position which Himanta Biswa Sarma has taken. A lot of people say that he is the Hindu Hriday Samrat of Northeast India. Do you think that he has taken a very hard position by saying, like for example, his comments came that the last Hindu from the Congress party has left. I don't know what has happened in that context, whether he has left or gone back to the Congress party.
He has gone back.
He's gone back. So the statement that came was that the last Hindu leader has deserted the Congress party. Is this the template of the politics there in Assam now?
Kartikeya, unfortunately, this is indeed the template of the politics of the BJP in Assam and elsewhere. When Himanta Biswa Sarma says that trouble the Miyas, don't give the rickshawala 5 rupees when you ask for such, I'll give them 4 rupees, trouble them till 2 in the night. He talks about Miyas. Now, the BJP very cleverly points out that we are talking about Miya Muslims who are Bangladeshi illegal migrants. But in October 2025, in a statement given to ANI, Himanta Biswa Sarma says that the population of Miyas in Assam will be 38%. Now, the population of Assam is, I think, 3 crores. It's 3 crores 60 lakhs, right? So 38% of that is over a crore. But right now on the panel, you have the BJP spokesperson saying that the population of Miyas from Bangladesh is 5 lakhs. So it's very clear, it's amply clear that Himanta, when he uses the word Miya,
he said during
Madam,
his time, as 5 lakhs.
I did not interject.
You're wrongly quoting. That's why I'm interjecting. It is what Congress former CM Hiteswar Sekar said.
Can you please ask her not to
please.
Can you please ask her not to interject?
You can correct Nikhil later. Okay.
It's Kartikeya, whatever I'm saying, it's a matter of public record. It is published by the ANI Twitter handle and other places. Himanta did say that the population of Miyas is going to rise to 38%, which means over a crore and 10 lakh Miyas, which basically means that he uses the term Miyas to refer to all Muslims in Bangladesh. Let's also place it in context that in August 2025, the Assam government brought out a law or an ordinance which allowed for easier access of firearms to people, and Himanta was going around telling people to take up firearms. Now, the thing is, when the opposition parties are approaching the Supreme Court in a fair court, in a fair country, in a democratic country, you would have expected the court to reprimand this individual who holds a high constitutional office and tell him not to make statements like this, perhaps even open an inquiry against him. But what do we see the court doing? The court is pushing the ball to the Guwahati High Court. And they're saying you can't jump the procedure like that. But I'm sorry, that is not how it works in the Supreme Court. You look at the Aadhaar matter, the citizenship amendment matter, the electoral bonds, Rafael deal, a whole bunch of matters were directly filed in the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court entertained them out of turn or without following the due process. When I'm, as a lawyer, it's unfortunate for me that when the history of this court will be written, this court will not just be seen as an executive court, it might be seen as a political court where the Chief Justice of India doesn't shy away from making very political remarks from the bench against the leader of opposition. But when it comes to somebody from the ruling party, he simply asks the lawyers and the petitioners to follow the process of law. What Himanta has done is blatantly illegal and unconstitutional. And last point I would like to make, the political parties, because of their vote bank compulsions, cannot say that even if that statement is against Bangladeshi illegal immigrants, you cannot make statements like this. But we would have expected a court to make it, because at the end of the day, even if these people are illegal, they cannot be persecuted in India like that. Article 14 applies to every human being and not just citizens. Now, this is something the politicians will not say, but we expected the court to say. But the court has chosen to remain silent, and this is rather unfortunate.
Okay. Meeta, first to you, because you wanted to say something, and then I have a question for Brijesh.
Yeah, I think it is taken out of context, because as we stated that the video is an AI generated video and there is no action on Miyas as such. Whatever action is happening, it is legally those who are encroachers. Now let me put it very clear. If you look at the term that in Assam BJP has been there since 2016, the number of beneficiaries who are from, because there is a tendency of the opposition, and one of our panelists who is saying that this difference, because we from Assam, we know that even our indigenous Muslims are against these Bangladeshi Miyas. Please be very, very clear about it. It's not just a BJP thing. Our indigenous Muslims who are Assamese Muslims are also against these Miyas, because these Miyas has also been threatening our culture and our society. So it is very known here that when we are talking of Muslims, we do not mean the Miyas. We only say Miyas, those are Bangladeshi illegal migrants. Now, coming to the context as far as Muslims are concerned, if you look at the number of benefits that they have got in Assam, since 2016 when BJP has come to power, there has been no discrimination. In fact, they form part of almost 50 to 60, whether it is from Arunodaya, which is our, our beneficiary scheme for women, divorcees, for Divyang, and whether it is Awas Yojana, whether it is Jan Dhan account, where the maximum number of beneficiaries are again also from the Muslim community, whether it is Ayushman Bharat, so on. So therefore, this is very wrong to say that when we work on development and social and economic, it is irrespective, it is non-discriminatory, it is secular and democratic. But when it comes to understanding that Assam is a border state and the threat perception that we have is immense, you must be very aware. Does the previous government in Bangladesh, Muhammad Yunus, in recently when the Pakistan, the army had gone to Bangladesh, he had shown him a map of Bangladesh which included the northeast. So you have to understand that they have an agenda. Whether that agenda is through land, through illegal migrants, and which we also call as land jihad. So it is very much there. This part of pushing back the Miyas was part of the land encroachment, the illegal land jihad that they were doing.